Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. New setup, we're in my car. I think we're gonna continue to be in my car going forward. Let me try again. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. New setup, we're in my car. I'm gonna lock the doors really quickly, but I just realized like I'd rather film in my car than really anywhere else. These are Desenio seats, by the way. If you know, you know. But anyways, I have had so much going on in the past 6, 7, 8 months, and I can't believe we're so far into 2026 already. I wanted to talk to you guys today about low cortisol maxing. I hate the word I hate that we're saying maxing after everything, but it really feels like the best way to describe kind of what's been going on in my life recently. As you all know, I don't know if you know, but I posted my last video telling you that I quit my job about a year ago. Then I moved around the world a bit, and now I'm back to the same city I was raised in. And with that came a lot of anger at first that I wasn't supposed to be here and it wasn't according to my plan, and I was supposed to be traveling the world. But ever since I came back, coming to terms with that reality has allowed me to honestly have a very beautiful life, and one that I was expecting to have according to my plans, but actually only with God's plan or the universe's plan was I able to have this life that I was hoping to have. And this is like a very low cortisol, like chill life. And I didn't realize like really the true meaning of self-care and having like low stress and like how to do that and what that even means until this time period in my life. So I really wanted to share it with you guys, because if you told me like a year ago, like, Anika, do some self-care, do a self-care day, take care of yourself, I would have been like, okay, like I'll do eye masks, like I'll get my nails done, I'll get a haircut. Like, I don't know. That was my idea of taking care of myself and of like self-care. That was my idea of like honoring my body. And it's so funny now because I look back and I'm like, that's fun and cool and stuff, but that's not self-care. I would say that that's like beautifying yourself or like how you look outwardly, like taking care of that, but it's not self-care, at least in my opinion now, knowing what I know. Now, I believe that self-care is taking care of your soul and your spirit and every single cell in your body. And what does that mean? I would say that means like gut health. I would say that means drinking enough water, getting enough sunlight, meditating, sleeping on time every night, and sleeping enough every single day. I would say that also means, what were the other ones I wanted to tell you guys? Eating well, moving your body. I probably already said sunlight. That was a big one for me. Coming from Seattle, which is where I've lived for the past few years, there is no sunlight. So like it's really, I always forget the true like value of just sitting in the sun. We're like plants, like we need that. I'm like not lying, like we need sunlight. And so anyways, I'm gonna go into my whole routine, what I do every day, what's fundamentally changed my life, and how you can start as well. So nowadays, it's so funny, your morning routine actually starts at night. So my night routine is literally like making sure I'm going to bed on time, making sure I'm going to bed in a made bed. I know especially if you're type B or you're very busy, you're just like, whatever, it doesn't matter, I don't need my bed to be made, my sleep is the same. Trust me, it's different. There is something so like comfortable and nice and relaxing about getting into a made bed. It puts your body at ease, and trust me, just try it. So getting into a made bed at a set time every night, trying to sleep before 11. I don't know the science behind it, but everyone says like 11 to 2 you're supposed to be asleep. So trying to be in bed before 11, this is something I'm still working on. And then before bed, taking care of your teeth. Like I've always done this, but I'll say it to those who, I haven't always done this, okay? I started doing this a couple of years ago after it got really bad cavities. I started flossing. I didn't always used to floss. Obviously, I brushed my teeth every night and morning, but I never flossed. Please, guys, flossing will stop the cavities. So flossing brushing your teeth, obviously, and then every now and again, or every night if you want, fluoride mouthwash. Fluoride also stops cavities, and like if you do have like little cavities, fluoride will stop those from growing as well. Or you can use a fluoride toothpaste. Sometimes I'll do that as well. I literally have a prescription one from my dentist because it's so effective. Anyways, self-care starts at night, so that, and also skincare. I have had really bad bout of bad skin for like the past few months. Like, you can kind of see it here, but this is it healing. Actually, it was so bad, it was all over my forehead. I think it was starting from stress. Double cleansing really helped, and also getting rid of my laundry detergent. My laundry detergent was tied and it was breaking me out as well. But anyways, taking care of your skin, so important. If you have dry skin like me, get a barrier cream every night, all over your face. That also is going to change, like, it doesn't change your face the next day, so you're like, oh, it's not working. It will take like a few weeks, but if you're putting on like at least like a really hydrating moisturizer every single night, trust me, your skin is gonna love it. Also put castor oil on my lashes, my brows, my eyes, not in my eyes, around my eyes. That changed things for me in like a week. My lashes were getting really weak and now they're getting really long again. Can you guys see? So like nighttime really is when like self-care starts, and then it comes into your day, right? If you have a good night, you set yourself up for success the next day. I know I said self-care isn't about vanity. It's really about like feeding your insides, but taking care of your skin, I believe, is taking care of your insides. Okay, going into it then. So you've slept well, right? You've slept well. You wake up well. I have started this. This is not necessary, but I really love a morning ritual. For me, iced coffee. I took the time to really develop an iced coffee like recipe that I love, because I love top 10 things Anika loves in this world. Caramel iced coffee, and a really good one. It has to be really good. And I've never really been able to make one myself. Like, we don't really, not really a coffee family. I haven't grown up around people making coffee. I've never seen it, so I would always just buy one. And obviously, like, it adds up as you keep doing it, but also secondly, it like the ritual kind of goes away, because then you have to get in your car, drive, go get one when you have time, Sometimes they make it weird. I don't know. It's so much better when you trust me, because this is coming from someone who's like, no, I'm not gonna make my own coffee, I'm just gonna go get one. It is so much better when you perfect your own recipe and you just make it every morning, because it becomes like a self-care like ritual of you doing something that you love for yourself. So yeah, so I tried recipe after recipe. I like took note of like the coffees that I really liked at different cafes, and I tried to recreate those and like made it my own. And now I have the perfect recipe for myself, and with the perfect ingredients, because like the ingredients matter as well. And guys, you don't have to have like a coffee machine or whatever to do this. You can just do this. I use instant coffee. It's still really good. Anyways, make my coffee, right? And I drink that coffee quietly. Now, my mom would always do this with her tea. She'd be like, no one talk to me while I'm drinking tea. And I was like, that's weird. Like, why can't you just have a conversation with people? But I get it now. I'm like, I want to have these minutes to myself and just not think about anything and just be present. And I think that a really good coffee or a really good tea really puts you in the present moment, as silly as that sounds. And to have that in the morning as like a ritual, a devotion for yourself, I think is more important than people realize. So that. Another thing in the morning that I have started doing that I feel like has really changed me is lymphatic massage / just like a fascial massage, because lymphatic is lighter, fascial is a little bit not as light, it's more intensive. For my chest, shoulders, neck, face, abdomen, lower back, all of it, every morning with an oil. And when you're stressed or depressed for like a good amount of time, your body will hold on to that tension. That's where like a lot of that tension comes from, especially in these areas, this area. So doing like that 30-minute, for me it's 30 minutes, that 30-minute routine every morning, it just allows you to continuously maintain the stress levels that are like physically in your body. I can feel the tension, like especially throughout my forehead and like around my eyebrows and my eyes. I can feel the tension that's built up there. So I think looking into doing something like that and trying it out for yourself is so important. Again, I would look at all these things last year and be like, girl, who has the time? I'll just go get a massage once a month from a professional. Look, I don't think it's the same. Now that I do it, I don't think it's the same, because you know your body really well and you know like what you would need to relax and release. And so being able to administer that self-massage, like looking at videos and seeing how to do it and really trying to focus on learning your body and administering that in the way that you need it, is actually life-changing. And then the ability to do that every day in the morning. So yeah, I've made a very big effort to do that as well. Then I will have breakfast, and what I will do is okay, first of all, don't skip breakfast. So I used to always skip breakfast. Don't do that, okay? It's so important for your body to be fed when it's hungry, because that can also make you hold tension. If you're not eating when you're hungry and you're holding that hunger in, that can cause tension around your body as well. Obviously, it's higher cortisol because you're like, I'm hungry, I'm not being fed. Okay, sorry, I'm getting really distracted. This guy's like locked out of his car right next to me. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, so yeah, he finally got in his car, thank God, because that was really whatever. Okay, moving on. What was I saying? Yeah, breakfast. Oh my God, have a breakfast and have a good one. I've been doing avocado toast with egg on top. But also I've been doing like toast and tomatoes and yogurt, like eggs, like anything, just make sure it's like hearty, just make sure it includes all the food groups, and make time for that. And the add-on that's really helped me is I have been having my breakfast outside. So eating outside and having like the sun come down on you is just like a 2-in-1 for me, because I try to get sunlight every day. And it's not even like I try to do this because discipline and it's good for you and I have to. It's genuinely like my day is better. Like I feel like I need it. I feel like something's missing from my day if I don't have that 20 minutes of sunlight in the morning, or at least the afternoon. So I always try to get that sunlight in. Okay, so after that, breakfast, sunlight, massage, skincare, right? Coffee. Also, hey guys, if you're doing, especially if you're doing, but just generally as well, the massage, water. You have to drink enough water before. You have to drink enough water after. And just generally, if you're sitting outside, if you're moving your body, if you're existing in this world, you need to be drinking water. The key, especially if you're exercising, is 1 fluid ounce per pound of body weight. Not everyone agrees with that. If you go online, there's always all these like comments on how much you should drink, whatever. For me, optimally, 1 fluid ounce per 1 pound. Do I always hit that? No. Am I trying to hit that every day? Yes. And when you do start hitting that, it gets easier. All of these things, when you start doing, get so much easier, because you realize that like you don't want to exist without them. Okay, after the sunlight, the breakfast, I don't know, I'll go on about my day. Towards the evening, I will go to the gym. Movement, so important. But something that's been really, really, really impactful for me, and this is not something that it's always achievable, but if you're lucky it is having a gym that has like an outdoor space, or having like an outdoor gym. Because working out outside, there's something so human about movement outside. I don't know why we stopped that after being little kids and like playing outside, and then we're adults and then we're just not allowed to play outside anymore. But having a gym with an outdoor section has been life-changing for me. Even in the summer when it's like 95 degrees outside these days, I don't care. I don't go into the AC section. Like I try because I'm like hot, and then I'm like, this just feels like artificial. It feels weird. So I go back outside and I work out outside. So yeah, that has been incredible for me. It's definitely, I feel like, lowered my cortisol. It's made me feel so much better about life every day. And okay, this one is crazy, but consumption is really important. So like we talk about consumption of food and eating whole foods and Oh yeah, that's another thing, eating whole foods and not eating processed junk. Trust me guys, when you stop eating junk, processed food, even though it's tasty, great, whatever, when you stop, you'll remove the appetite from it naturally. Like you'll stop wanting to eat it. It will not even taste good anymore. You'll not crave it anymore. Trust. Okay, but when we're talking about consumption of food, we should also talk about consumption of media. Not being on your phone an hour before bed and like right after waking up is so pivotal for how your day goes. 1. 2, conscious consumption. So we're not just scrolling all the time, okay? And I found that not being on my phone an hour before bed and like not going on my phone immediately when I wake up makes me want to scroll less throughout the day anyways. So it kind of really is 2 birds with 1 stone. But also music. Now for me, again, I would roll my eyes at you, be like, bitch, I love listening to music. Music is my favorite thing. Like, it's not something that I'm gonna restrict myself from, but the kind of music you listen to really does alter your mood. If you listen to angry music, rap music and stuff like that, your mood's gonna be a little elevated in that direction. If you listen to sad music, your mood is gonna be a little depressed in that direction. So this one is crazy, and I don't know, I think I started doing, these things build off of each other. I think I started doing it naturally as I started doing other things, but I started listening to like meditation music and mostly just that. So when I'm driving, meditation music. Guess who doesn't have that much road rage? Me. When I'm working out, meditation music. It's allowed me to focus more on my body and the movements I'm actually doing. When I'm trying to cool down after being rage baited by somebody, meditation music. Immediately, like that. Feels so good after. During. So that has really changed for me too, and the testament to this is the past 2 days I like found this song that I really like, so I was like listening to it on repeat, because it's like I'm not gonna stop myself from listening to music. I'm just gonna obviously like lean in the direction of not listening to it as often and listening to more like relaxing sounds. But there's a song I really like, so I listened to it on repeat yesterday or day before, and then I listened to it a little bit yesterday as well, and I listened to other music yesterday since I was already listening to that song. And guess what? I had a really shitty last 2 days. My mood was like really off and like weird, and like I just didn't feel great. And I'm not saying it was just the music, but I'm not saying the music helped either. So that's a big one for me as well. Is there anything else I have to tell you? Oh, this one's really important. Picking your battles. When I was high cortisol, high stress, to me everything was personal. It's like if someone said something to me or did something to me, then it was like it's because, you know, they think they can get away with this with me, and like they have some personal vendetta against me, and I have to show them that, you know, they shouldn't be saying these things to me or acting this way to me, and you know, whatever. I have to stand up for myself. If I don't stand up for myself, then like, you know, what am I saying to myself? But it goes deeper, because sometimes standing up for yourself is not fighting back. Sometimes standing up for yourself is letting it go because it's not worth your energy. That is the name of the game, energy, and you have to decipher what's worth it and what's not worth it. And sometimes engaging with people who constantly want your energy just to get a reaction, they just want a reaction out of you, it's just not worth it. Because they go about their day having that reaction from you and feeling fulfilled in that, and you go about your day depleted because you had to give them that reaction off of something stupid. So I realized this. I realized if I have an issue with somebody one too many times, or something happens one too many times, and it feels like, okay, no matter how much I'm communicating, no matter how much I'm trying to resolve this, there is no resolution. This person is just this way, and it's just going to be this way. Well, then I start picking my battles, and I stop reacting to everything, and I don't make it about me. I understand that it's about them, and I let it be like that, and I let it go. So that's been huge for me. It's helped me reserve my energy a lot. Being silent is really powerful, sometimes a lot more powerful than speaking. And then this one's a little, but I've been talking to God lately. I have just been, sometimes I do a lot of long drives. Sometimes when I'm driving, I'll just speak out loud. I've been journaling, not just to God, but just generally journaling. But I've also been just speaking out loud and addressing God as I'm speaking. And I truly think we need some place to empty our thoughts, whether it be with and to God or on a journal, just anywhere. Just having that space to get your mind running. We're constantly distracting ourselves with music, media, social media, right? TV, doing random things, shopping, whatever, cafes, work, obviously. We have work. We're never really with ourselves, right? This period of time has given me so much space to just be with myself. And as the months went on, I realized that like there are like unprocessed emotions in my mind. There are things I want to talk about with somebody. There are fears I have, right? And you have to get vulnerable with yourself and vulnerable with God if you believe, or the universe, and speak those fears out loud. That makes it 50% less scary already, right there. 50%. Once you address it, it makes it better already. Trust me. I don't know how to explain it more than I'm explaining it right now. Just trust. You have to be vulnerable. And I think that we don't allow ourselves to be vulnerable when we're constantly tuning out our own inner emotions and like using social media or TVs or any kind of other consumption as like an escape. We say we're not sometimes. Oh, I'm stressed, I had a long day at work, let me just unwind and watch TV. True, you should. But also have some time for that inner monologue to come out, because it is running. Whether you like it or not, whether you allow it to or not, subconsciously it is running. So expressing that and really getting real with yourself on what you're thinking, you know, what you're worried about, what you're happy about, what you're grateful for, so important. These are the things that really changed my life. I guess one more thing I would add is like I already didn't use any substances or drink any alcohol or any of that. But if you do that, like I would also start with that. Get rid of that. Just cut it off. Not you cut it, like just cut the substances out. These things have like single-handedly changed how I feel, how I'm doing, what life is like for me, what my mind is like. And I feel like for a long time I didn't have like clarity or space. I think I was walking around really angry for a long time. I was walking around really anxious. I would externalize a lot of the things I wanted. I would try to get it out of life around me instead of just getting it from within. And you know, it's always something that we're going to be dealing with. But I've just realized after developing these things in my life that were so far-fetched to me a year ago. I didn't think I had time for them. I didn't think they were that important. I just didn't really consider them as something that I could ever do or wanted to do, but now they're essential to my life. That's why I'm telling you, like, that's why I want to tell you these things, because they changed me. Maybe if I had seen a video like this, I would have at least done one of them. So do it. If you can, pick what you can, do what you can. It's changed me. I want to know what it does for you. And I think low cortisol or like, you know, relaxing is really the beginning, because if you're trapped with all this bullshit around you at all times, it's very hard to like really understand what you truly want out of life and connect with yourself and go in a direction that you want to go in, because it's like swimming in mud, right? So clear the waters. Okay, I love you. Take care. I hope you're doing well, and I will see you next time.